Hello everyone, this is stuff I've bought recently, Shmup Special Part 2. In this section of the video I'm going to basically show you what you get in the boxes of the games that I've picked up. Probably got enough shoot 'em ups to do another video. Was only going to do this as a two-parter, but things have moved on and I've got enough games for another vid. So without further ado, I'll show you the first game of 4. So the one and only PAL game I'm going to show you. It's Steel Dragon EX, which is an enhanced part of the game Shenryu. Saturn and PS1 owners will know this game. I think it was called Gekido Shooting King on the PS1. Very, very basic PAL release, this one. The cover artwork's pretty functional. It's not great, it's not crap. But the Japanese version's nicer when it boils down to it. I mean, it's always the same story, but the Japanese version is a lot nicer, but a lot more expensive. So, yeah, there we go. Game disc, manual, pretty cheap and cheerful. It's a Midas Entertainment release, so getting it onto the UK market was probably more important than kind of the niceties of the game, really. But you know what I mean, it's not bad. So there we go. Right, I'll show you the first of 2 Saturn games I'm going to show you in this video as well. And very obscure Saturn shoot 'em up called Wolffang. Got an arcade release. It's a Data East game. There's some nice cover artwork on the game as well. I quite like that one. Obi card. Kind seller put a little bit of bubble wrap in there to stop the disc moving around, which is always nice when they do that. Pretty nice disc image. The manual's very functional, unfortunately. Yeah, it just basically. It's not terrible. It's full colour, but I've seen better. I've seen worse. Not quite nice screenshots in there. Some very strange artwork at the end as well. Not quite sure about the quality of that, I'm afraid. I don't know if you can see that. But the quality, I mean, it's it's nice quality. It's pretty mint condition. I'm just glad to get it, to be honest, because it's that you don't see very many copies of this coming up. So the next game I'm going to show you is it's a Super Nintendo shoot 'em up. It's it was very, very cheap. It's there we go. Raiden Densatsu. Cover art on it's not bad. It's not amazing, but you know, it's okay. It strikes me as being a bit cheap. It's probably one of the worst Raiden covers I've seen, but it's still not bad. It came with manual. Again, the manual's pretty functional. There's nothing too spectacular in there. Some nice screenshots, but that's about it. This has got an interesting reverse side to it. It's a shooting game, so yeah, it's pretty clearly marked on there what it is. And yeah, here's the actual game itself. Still bagged up. Quite a nice example, no sticker peel on it, and I don't like that. Bit of fading on the back there, but the game cost me £5 or £6, so for a SNES shoot 'em up, that's quite a good price. I'm very happy with that. I also there we go, invested in another Super Nintendo controller. controller I've had was the one that I actually got with the console all those years ago when it was released, and the start button on my original controller's going a bit dicky, so I know I need to sort it out, and it's easy enough to sort out, but I just thought I'd pick this up in the meantime. It was about £3, so for official controller, I was really happy with that. And the fourth and final game is, there we go, Boomerang Cotton. Another shoot 'em up on the Saturn that kind of commands quite high prices. If you're very lucky, you can pick it up for around about £45–50, but the average is around about 60–65 for this one. Picked it up from a chap on the Shmup System 11 forum. Absolutely great seller, called DC Charlie. Check him out on there. He's still got a couple of games up, and I believe he'll be putting more up. But I'm not going to tell you how much I paid for it, but it was substantially less than it's supposed to go for. And yeah, still not played it yet, but I'll have played it by the time I get to the next part of this video. Lovely artwork on the front cover there. Importantly, comes with spine card, which was why I was really pleased with the price of this one as well. Quite nice artwork on the disc. It's quite nice bits of artwork actually in the manual itself as well. Lovely full colour manual, as you expect from these Saturn shoot 'em ups, but loads of like little touches in there, little bits of artwork. You've got your character roster, which seems to be kind of commonplace for Saturn shoot 'em ups, for cute 'em ups even. So yeah, conditions A1, really is very nice, pretty mint to be honest. Doesn't have an OB card, not bothered about that though. So yeah, all in all, very pleased with that purchase. So yeah, that's what's in the box. So in the next section, I'll kind of talk about the games themselves. Right then, so now it's time to kind of like to go through the games themselves, just for me to give a bit of a just a feeling for the shoot 'em ups that I've picked up. So we'll start with the PAL one first. Steel Dragon EX. So I had a little play of this, and the port of Shinryu seems to be a straight port, and in that respect, it's good. I mean, it's a good game. Don't kind of get the impression that it's just cut down as a PS1 version. I did get the impression with the PS1 it wasn't arcade perfect, and apparently it isn't. Apparently Saturn's spot on. The PS2 port looks nailed on as well. Now the EX version of this, which is the enhanced port, I quite like it. It's pretty basic, but it looks pretty, and it plays quite well as well. Yeah, as a package for how much you can pick this up for, I think it's a good solid shooter. So I'm quite happy with that one. So next game I'm going to show you is, there we go, Wolfang. Now this one, it's a really uncommon shooter. Not seen very many copies of this ever really since I started looking for it. You tend to get the PlayStation 1 version a lot on eBay, but the Saturn one doesn't crop up that often. I managed to pick this one up for £25, and as I say, it's pretty mint. Now the game's quite interesting. It's definitely shoot 'em up just because of the way that the action scrolls along, and it's got shoot 'em up mechanics, but you can kind of set up your mech with weapons in loads and loads of different combinations. There's quite a bit of strategy in there as well. Graphically, it's pretty awesome. The sprites are
are quite big. Lots of set pieces going on in the background. The credit to the Saturn, it doesn't seem to slow down at all, no matter how much you chuck your character around. I don't think the game's everyone's cup of tea, just because I think that it's a bit clunky when you first start playing it, control-wise. It takes a bit of getting used to, but loads of cute little animations going on, little guys running around, giving you some sense of scale with the ship, with the ship, or your mech, as it were, that you control in the game, and some really nice boss battles. Actually, the first end of level boss reminds me of something out of Metal Slug or Kaitai Densatsu. But a good solid little shooter, and as I say, if you see it, snap it up, because it's very uncommon. Right, the next game we'll show you, well, I'm going to have to talk about is, Raiden Densetsu. So, love the Raiden series. This is another good example. Good, solid, tough shoot 'em up with no bollocks. Basically, you're a ship against a wave and wave of bad guys. Quite simple power-ups, but very effective. Graphically, it's not bad. It's a bit simple in comparison to some of the latest Super Nintendo shoot 'em ups, but for price, it's a good solid shooter. I mean, yeah, quite happy with the condition of this as well, and the price was good. So yeah, you like Raiden, you like that, basically. And yeah, the last game, Boomerang Cotton, lovely game. I really like this. It's got a very, very complex control system. All the buttons are used for various different attacks. You almost do special moves with the game as well to kind of pull chains off and stuff like that in the way that it plays. I mean, graphically, it's one of the best looking horizontal shooters I've ever played, to be honest. Really pushes the Saturn as well. And I do kind of quite like the Cotton series, or I'm starting to like the Cotton series. It's always been for me a little bit in the shadow of Parodius as cute 'em ups go, but this is really nice. There's lots of charm in the game as well. Is it worth the ridiculous prices that it goes for? Probably not, to be honest. Yeah, but if you can pick it up for a reasonable price, I'd snap it up because I think it's great. I really do. A great big kind of spikes for the boss battles as well, and they're all kind of quite interesting. And yeah, it's got that same magic that Mickey Mouse has got in a way. When I play Mickey Mouse and play some of those gorgeous looking levels, there's something, I don't know, it really kind of takes me away from takes me away from the fact that it's a game. It kind of is quite magical in a way. Cotton, I think, is the same as well. So yeah, I'm so late in collecting for the Saturn because I'm not that far away from getting all the Saturn shoot 'em ups. The console's still surprising me with these really, really nice quality shoot 'em ups that I didn't really know very much about Cotton before I bought it, and still getting nice surprises. I mean, talking about that, there's another Saturn shooter that is potentially on the way that could be another surprise as well. But more about that if that pans out. So I suppose what am I playing at the moment? Shoot 'em up wise, I am still playing Akai Katana a little bit. Away from shoot 'em ups, I'm playing Borderlands. I'm playing through the downloadable content for that, which is fantastic. It's such good value for money. and I love the game anyway. So I'm going on to the last bit of downloadable content for the game now, and I'm levelling up quite nicely as well as it goes. So yeah, I'm got the 666 subs questions. I'm working on that at the moment, and there's also probably going to be a Dreamcast retrospective coming soon. Now I've got my nice complete shoot 'em up collection here. I'll be doing a video about that as well. I'm going to update the 360 collection video also, because I've probably got about 4 or 5 more shoot 'em ups, and something quite nice as well as a back buy shoot 'em up wise that I need to show you too. So there's plenty to be going at. As part of the 666, I'm also going to do a top 6 like favourite video as well. Not quite sure what that's going to be about yet, but yeah, there will be more. So as always, thank you all for watching, and I'll speak to you all in the next vid. See you later.